Welcome back to Mind Milk D20. I've got a dice review here today. I've done a few dice reviews, haven't I? And usually I like the dice. Well, today's a little bit different. You may have seen some of my other dice reviews before, and you know that I like weird die and that I like die in general. In fact, I haven't given a bad review for any die, except that's about to change because this die makes me want to die. So the concept of these dice is quite cool. What they are is a large clear D20 with a smaller D20 inside, so that anytime you're rolling it, you're essentially rolling two dice. So anytime you have advantage or disadvantage or any other situation in your game in which you might be required to roll two D20s, you can do it whilst rolling one dice. It's a great idea and it sounds great in theory, but the execution is not quite there. I like that it's clear, the numbers are easy to read, but it's been made by moulding two separate pieces and then joining them together, and the plastic used is weak, to be honest with you. And that's an issue because on this clear one there are some cracks appearing, and on this one as well, and they don't feel very strong. If you tread on one of these, it's going to disintegrate. They feel very weak. They're not going to stand up to much rolling. They have quite sharp edges, which I like. It feels like that would roll quite fairly, which is great. However, there is a major issue with these die, which is, I think, a complete oversight. So the way the numbers are arranged on the outer die is like a spin down dice, essentially meaning that the numbers progress in order. So next to number 1 is number 2, and then number 3, and number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and you get from 1 to 20 progressing around the faces. That's not how you expect the numbers to be distributed on a normal die, and that's for a very good reason. All the numbers on one end of this die are low, and all the numbers on the other end of this die are high, which means it is very easy to cheat this die. And that's a real shame. I feel like it's an oversight. I can't see a reason why you would be using one as a spin down dice while rolling the other inside. If it wasn't for that, I could maybe perhaps give these a small recommendation as a novelty. But considering that and considering the kind of poor choice of materials, I really can't recommend these, because they just don't really perform the function they were intended to perform. And that's a shame, because they look kind of cool and interesting. So there you go, that's the first dice that I didn't like. Thanks for watching Mind Milk D20. Did you know that scientists tell us that people who like stuff are more interesting than people that don't? So why not like this video? There's some more videos over here that YouTube thinks you might quite like, and I'd like you to watch them as well. And finally, why not subscribe? Thanks again for watching. Bye.